With us is the Senior Manager, Digital Experience and at KCB rather, that is Kevin Mathews Okeyo. Karibu tena sana sir to the studio. This is one of the most exciting days because we've been actually having conversations about the economy, finances, budgeting, and now we're actually getting to talk with another expert matters finance. So karibu tena sana. Maybe you can let us know a little bit about the digital finance services at Kenya Commercial Bank.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much for that introduction. So, what about digital financial services? The digital financial services, that's the DFS team within the KCB group. Is the department that is tasked with digitizing the bank's operations. Mm-hmm. So everything from the mobile banking that we're going to speak about shortly, to the internet banking, towards even digitizing the operations of the bank and making work easier for both our stakeholders, our colleagues, and our customers. So it's the unit that is tasked with basically developing these particular digital products, working with the various teams and departments to ensure that they actually see the light of day.
Right.
Yeah.
KCB has actually been on the digital space for a very long time. I think actually you were one of the first banks, if not the first one, to get into that space and start offering digital services to your customers. Perhaps you can let us know a couple of those services that we can access through the banking app that KCB Mobile is.
All right. So for the past couple of months, we've been working really hard together with our customers to revamp the mobile banking. Our first launch for the mobile banking was about 8 years ago. And as you know, technology has really, shifted. Phones have been upgraded. There's more powerful technology that is out there. And when we did an assessment, we reached out to our customers and realized that what their needs have actually shifted. So last year we embarked on a journey to now improve this particular experience by building an app that will, an app for the future. Where you're able to access all of your banking, stuff from within the application. So we sat down with our customers, we asked them what they need, and went back into our drawing board. And we started mapping out each and every unique customer journey that customers can be able to experience. So what you realize is customers today do not have time to visit a brick and mortar branch, for example. They have reached a point where they've been frustrated. They're looking to switch their banks. Customers have turned 18. They have gone to school. They're being asked for their bank account number should they want to access their help facilities. So what we did is we sat down and we seamlessly drew up all the customer journeys that we'd want our customers to experience. So what that means is for you to be able to access the KCB mobile banking app today, all you need to do, if you have a smartphone user, you just go to the different Play Stores. That's Play Store for Android, iOS, you have the App Store, Huawei, you have an app gallery. Search for KCB Mobile or search for even banking app in Kenya. You'll be able to get that, download. We take you through a process that does not take more than 5 minutes. That means within 5 minutes, you're able to download the application, take your various selfies, for example, for us to just verify it's you, of your documentation, and be able to open your bank account there. Once you do that, then we give you a whole world of, banking banking and payments facilities, which you're able to enjoy from the comfort of where you are. So from digital account opening to accessing the various services, that is, should you require to save, for example, you're able to access a fixed deposit immediately. You're able to start saving for your goals, what you're calling we're able to start saving for your goals. Should you have a holiday plan for December, for example, you're right now stuck in the start of October, you're able to start saving for that and keeping your money aside. We have different modes that we have exposed within the application. Should you require to, let's say, pay for your bills, you don't need to move money across different mobile banking to digital mobile money, for example, for you to be able to pay for your KPLC tokens, for example. Able to do that seamlessly from within the app. Should you have payments that you want to make, water payments, you're able to do that from within the application. Even we have provided access to our customers to be able to pay for different, bills. maybe you've gone out with your friends, you're enjoying a cup of coffee, for example, or having a meeting, and someone needs to pay for that particular bill, you're able to do that from within the KCB app. So what we're looking at is creating an ecosystem or a platform that allows our customers to be able to embed the app within their lifestyle, so that you don't have to really worry too much about movement of funds. You're able to view your real-time balances from within the app, and you're able to enjoy the full suite of what the platform has to offer.
Yeah. And what if I'm out of the country, say I'm in Uganda? Am I able to use the same services online?
Yes. If you're out of the country and let's say you're within the East African community, for example, if you have the application, you're able to use it seamlessly.
So what if I'm in Dubai?
What if you're in Dubai? The application works wherever you are.
It's because you've specifically mentioned if you're in the East African community.
Yes. Yes. No. We have customers who have traveled across the world as far as China, and they're still able to access the same banking services that a Kenyan is able to access. So the question that actually even came just the other day was a customer who was in Saudi and wanted to access the application from there. They were able to seamlessly access and make their payments from where they are. So we don't limit you from the geolocation. As long as you're a KCB customer, you're able to access the app from where you are.
What does that mean for security then? Because if I can open that account anywhere in the world, that means also someone else can.
Yes. So we have different security features that we have put into the platform. Because some I cannot reveal. Okay. But there's enhanced security for you to be able to use the app. So number one, for us to be able to verify that it is you, we partnered with one of the major telcos for us to be able to validate that particular mobile phone number. So that means is we retrieve the number as opposed to you entering. What that does is it offers even the customer more security, because you don't need to number one, think about someone entering your number for them to try and accessing your mobile app. It's a very enhanced security feature which we worked on tirelessly, and we are happy that it was able to see the light of day. Once we released it, customers are happy. Of course, they had various questions that they were asking: why should I have my data turned on before I access? Can I use the app on Wi-Fi, for example? But remember, all we need you to do is ensure that the SIM, for us to be able to validate that it is you, and it's for your own security, for us to secure your account, ensure that your SIM is in your device, and it's a one-off check that we do. Once you do that, you're able to switch to Wi-Fi seamlessly, and you're able to continue utilizing the app as and when you please. So it's just for that first check. We check, we confirm, and just to avoid a lot of issues that we have faced, and even different partners have actually faced within the market.
What are some of these issues that you faced, if I may ask?
So the issues that I faced, number one, it's just the normal issues. We have had huge cases of number one, I've sent you money, or I've not sent you money, quote unquote, and you receive an SMS and you're told, for example, your child is sick in school, please send money to this number. And
for fraudsters,
yes. And for lack of a better word, you actually know that there's nothing at fault. But remember, in a mass market as we are in Kenya, you have different dynamics and different customers who are actually using your application. So some are able to decipher that fraudster message, and some are not. So what you've seen is industry-wide, there's a lot of sensitization around hashtag Kachonjo, which is, I think, I don't know, I hope you bank with us. What you see is there's a lot of sensitization about do not share your customer PIN with anyone, do not share your OTP with anyone. If someone calls you from a banking institution and pretends that they're from the bank, please verify. We will not call you to ask you for your PIN or OTP at any given point. Right, so that has been an industry-wide sensitization that has been happening, and it's just to ensure that we're able to protect the customers' funds at the point where they need. And it's running on different media platforms. We're sending SMSs. It's on our social media platforms. You'll see that, and we just sit with the customer to see what they're going through for us to be able to address those particular needs. Yeah.
In terms of the user interface of the app, just how easy or difficult is it? And the reason I'm asking this is because a lot of folks, especially those who are not tech savvy, and it's the older folk who sometimes will be like, Sasa hii hebu nisaidie kuwithdraw pesa, and they'll hand it over either to a grandchild or a child of their son, daughter, to help them with the transaction. How easy or difficult is it to use this app?
So so we did a bit of study with our customers, ranging from 18 all the way till 65. Of course, we bank a lot of Kenyans, and what we did is we try to look at what interfaces they're actually used to using. So what you'll notice within the new KCB mobile banking app is it mimics sort of what you would have on your traditional, let me say, Android or iOS device, where you have your mobile phone user interface, you have the various applications that you're able to pick seamlessly, you're able to search for these particular applications. So if you look at the new KCB mobile banking app, it has made discoverability of these particular services easier. Whereas before, customers needed to navigate to a different page to view their balance. In this particular new app, the balance is right there. The commonly used services, we have availed that to the front of the customer. Customers are able to customize even their let me say, products based on what they frequently use. So, for example, if I do a lot of send to M-Pesa, payments, I'm able to customize that. If I do a lot of utility payments, let's say I'm paying for my Nairobi home, then I'm paying for up country, I'm able to bring the KPLC postpaid service on front, or prepaid service or up front, so that I'm able to quickly access these particular services. We have simplified the interface in a way that allows our customers to even discover other services that we actually offer, which a lot of customers do not know. Insurance, for example, customers are able to renew the insurance. Let's say you've been caught in a situation in traffic right now, and you're wondering, where am I going to get my insurance sticker? You've called your agent, they're not picking up the phone. Within the KCB app, you're actually able to go select insurance, select motor vehicle, give all that documentation, and you'll have your insurance sticker there right with you in your email. Yeah,
really.
So, yeah. So it's a lot of services that we have really packed, and we have tried to simplify it for our customers as much as possible, including even card services. Right now, you may have an urgent need to pay for something online, for example. You don't have your card with you. You're able to quickly go to the KCB app, access the cards section, request for a virtual card, do that particular payment seamlessly without needing to worry about, I need to go to the branch, I need to make time, I go and collect a physical, let's say, prepaid card, for example. We're able to do that from within the app. And should you even have now a prepaid card, because we have just launched the multi-currency prepaid card, you're able to quickly access that those particular services from within the app, transfer funds from between different currencies. Let's say you've traveled, the travel case that you actually said.
Yes.
And let's say you're in Dubai and you have funds in your multi-currency prepaid card in Kenya shillings, you're able to quickly move those particular funds to dirham, because we offer about 18 different currencies from within the digital, let me say, the multi-currency prepaid card. So there's a lot of services that we have actually embedded in, and we have made discoverability so easy, and we continue to listen to our customers to improve on these particular offerings that we have. Yeah.
I want to go back to the old folk again. How did you convince those guys to allow you to have their money like that on an app and have it that convenient? Because I've interacted with a lot of these folks, yeah?
Paul,
and
is the money really in the app or is it in the bank?
It's in the bank, but unajua anajua pesa iko kwa simu. Yeah, anajua nikifinya hapa pesa itapatikana.
You do know I qualify to be an old person, so.
Yes, but you're
what?
You're extraordinary. You're not.
Pana. Wacha kunipaka siagi.
How do you convince these people, to actually use this app where everything like all their money is there, whether they want to withdraw, transfer, do all that. Yeah. Because wow, tunajuaga saa zingine unakuanga skeptical.
Yeah. So it's with the, let me not call them old folk, with our older segment of customers, they're very let me say interesting and curious.
We are cautious.
Cautious, yes. Very cautious. Very cautious about their funds, very cautious about their money, and they want to see things moving in real time. right? So the first thing I spoke about was the security item, which allows you to know that you're the only one who can actually access that. If your SIM card is in the device, you're the only one who can actually access those particular funds. So that's one thing that we are really pushing forward towards sensitization for our customers. The second item was where they are able to see their funds moving in real time. So when you do a transaction, you get a notification. Not only do you get an SMS, you get an in-app notification that shows you where the funds have moved. So whereas in the previous app, you could not get these particular notifications. In the new app, in-app, you're able to see that I've actually made this transaction. Okay. You're able to request for a verified, let me say, mini statement to see these are the transactions that I've actually done within the past X number of days. So in terms of transparency with our customers, customers are able to view that. Yes, there's a sensitization that we're actually doing with all of our customer segments to ensure that it's all inclusive, because at KCB we're for people for better, and all our customers actually contribute towards building the future that we want to see in the financial services space. So we work with the different customer segments. Even right now, we're busy conducting studies to ensure that we get all this feedback coming back in. And the app should be as seamless to use for an 18-year-old the same way it would be to use for a 70-year-old. Okay. That is our main aim, because once we actually manage to achieve that, then we are able to propel KCB towards the future. Yeah.
In terms of innovation, I've heard a lot. You're talking about all the services that can be found in there. Are there any other accessories that come with digital banking at KCB? For example, are there wearables? Other banks have got different gadgets, devices, from rings to bangles to spectacles that can be used for banking. Is it something that you've also developed? Ama hiyo ni historia baadaye?
So in terms of wearables, what we're working on within the new KCB app, of course in partnership with our different card providers, is you'll be able to utilize your phone to tap what we're calling tap to pay. So what you've seen in the market is there's different wearables that customers are using, rings, bangles, for them to be able to do the payment. Now KCB, we're going a step ahead of this, where we are actually embedding that particular functionality within the application on your phone, such that now all you need to do is, in case you've forgotten, let's say, your cards and everything, and you want to make a payment at a point of sale device, all you need to do is tap your phone on that particular device, and you're able to complete that particular payment. Yeah, there is a program that is being run across the bank in terms of wearables. The first step of this is now just to do the tap to pay, where customers are able now to utilize these particular services today as we speak here. Yeah,
nice, good stuff.
Yeah. You mentioned the multi-currency card. I presume it is a debit card, or is it a credit card?
It's a prepaid card.
It's a prepaid card.
Yes, correct.
You mentioned 17 currencies.
Yes.
I want to understand the thinking behind determining which currencies to have in it.
So we have at KCB, our customers travel. They travel a lot. Yeah, and the partnership with the card provider ensured that we got this particular study where we see the different corridors where our customers go. So, for example, you have Kenyans who travel a lot to China, for example. That is a give or take, because they travel there, they buy their items directly from China, then they come back and resell those particular items in Kenya. You have customers who frequently travel to South Africa, for example, the US, Saudi Arabia, for example, Dubai. So what we did is, based on the data that we actually look from where customers are going and where KCB customers actually are, the requests that are coming in, that was packaged into now the prepaid card arrangement, which we have to offer these customers this particular option.
So when you say it's prepaid, what it means is this: if I go to one of the countries that you've mentioned, I am then enabled to use this card seamlessly.
Correct.
Okay, now when I load the card, I can load it in Kenya shillings.
Yes.
and I will be given a favorable exchange rate for my shilling.
Yes, based on what you negotiate.
Yes,
you're able to get a favorable rate. Yes.
Okay. Now, many prepaid cards can also be. It can also enable you to access cash on an ATM. So it means when I visit these countries and I wish to access hard currency, that this card can also be used to provide me with the currency, depending on how much money, of course, I have in my card. Is that what it can do?
Yes, correct. So remember, once you get the prepaid multi-currency card, you can load it in Kenya shillings, or you can even load it in, if you have a USD account, you can load it in USD. Now, for you to move funds amongst the different currencies, you're able to do that. So let's say, for example, I'm in Dubai and I want to access dirhams, for example. I move funds from within the app. I'm able to move funds from my KES multi-currency prepaid card, let me say, for lack of a better word, wallet to the dirhams wallet. When I move it there, I'm able to see this is how many dirhams I have, and actually can now go and utilize those particular funds.
Okay.
So it makes it easier. You know how when you travel, usually the biggest headache that you have is trying to convert dirham, Kenya shillings. How much do I have? How much am I losing? And a lot of people usually have a notebook where they write, or they really struggle with the different foreign exchange apps out there, because it's like, okay, these guys are telling me it's 100 equivalent is 1,000. How is that translate? And by the time you go back to your home or your hotel room, you do the calculation and you're like, oh man, I overspent. So here you're able to really quickly say, I'm planning to spend 10,000. Move that, and you know this is how much I'm spending. It removes the headache from trying to manage all those.
It does all that for you.
It does all that for you, correct.
Now, let's move back to Kenya. I have this card, and I have populated it adequately with, say, US dollars.
Yes.
Do you have ATMs where I can withdraw US dollars from?
ATMs where you can withdraw US dollars from, that one we'd really have to confirm. But I know they were there at some point. But we really I'll need to
confirm.
I'll need to confirm that.
There's a reason why I'm asking the question.
Yeah.
Because let's say, for instance, you see where ATMs work. I may need money at 7. I'll go to an ATM. I may have a need for dollars or euros
At 7.
Yes, I may. Why look at me in such a puzzled way?
I'm actually I'm interested in knowing at 7 why you need dollars in Kenya, that is.
Well, I'm curious to understand why you'd be interested in why it is I need the money.
All right, answered.
Okay, so so I'd like you to be able to access those particular funds.
Yeah.
But remember, even within the app, if you have a US dollar account, you're able to utilize it and move funds from your US dollar account towards where you want to send to, because these services are actually there for our customers. So in terms of needing physical cash, I don't know which use case that would be.
Actually,
what that would be there.
My question points to what he was talking about.
Yeah.
I am of that generation that likes cash. This money in the air that we move on our phones, I understand it, yes, but I actually like the idea of having money in my hands, and I'm sure not the only one. Just like I like the idea of actually going to a banking hall. And it's not that I don't understand. I can do all these things as he was suggesting. I actually do. But going to talk to people and meeting them, that in itself is an experience that I actually like, and the other people actually like. So my question, when you come up with the research that gives you the data and the information that you then use to provide the services that we are talking about, is there a channel or is there a facility that the bank has created where you can constantly keep getting feedback on the usage of this particular card or on other products that you may have?
Yes. So our customers constantly reach out to us, and what you notice is KCB is platform wide in terms of social media where you can reach us. In terms of feedback, Of course, aside from the traditional email or calling the contact center, we do have a seamless channel for WhatsApp where you can actually reach out to us for feedback. You can be able to view our different social media pages. That is Facebook. We're on Facebook. We're on X. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube as well. We're on TikTok for the generation that prefers TikTok. So we are in various platforms. And what we do is what we call our sentiment analysis, where we're able to see what customers are saying, the feedback, whether it's positive or negative. We pick that up. We review it. We what we call triage it, where we look at, okay, what are these things that customers are saying that we're going to be able to improve. All this data that we use, including even through the different branch champions and branch channels, we're able to pick all this data. We triage it. And all this forms part of what we do continuous improvement on, so that now that one customer who has come in and they're very disgruntled, they're really struggling, we're able to pick that up and really address those particular needs, because that one customer is a representation of the different customers that we have out there within the market. So we actually have those particular channels that you're able to use here.
Guess what, City? You can actually withdraw dollars from a KCB ATM to actually current shopping center and waterfront.
That's still in current.
Yeah. So there's one at the shopping center, alafu ingine kwa waterfront, first floor. Kipanda, unaweza withdraw.
Okay.
Yeah. So now you know.
My question has been answered.
Yeah.
So he was right when he said yes. He knows that they actually exist. Now you've given us details of where they exist.
Where exactly?
Okay.
Yeah, but if you search, you can get more ATMs that you can withdraw from in case you're in different locations in the country. Let's talk about KCB Vuma. Yeah, tell us a little bit about more about that service.
About the Vuma service. So the KCB Vuma product is one of our flagship products that we released. And it allows customers to be able to open the wallet just for payment purposes. So you may be a customer who's looking, you have your, but I'll encourage you to open a KCB bank account either way.
Yes.
But you have your bank in a different bank,
yes.
But you still want to enjoy the seamless services that KCB wants to offer, but you hesitant about opening a bank account.
Okay.
So what we do is we bring you in through the Vuma platform. The Vuma platform. You're able to number one, come onto Vuma, start making your payments, and the minute you see, hey, there's something here that KCB is onto, then you're able now to start accessing more services. So Vuma,
when you say payment, when you say payment, like give me a service, a payment I need to make.
A payment you need to make. Okay. So part of the new app, what we're doing is we have different modes. Yeah. So I'll look at you and I'll say, okay, now you probably are into sherehe.
Yes, I am actually.
Sherehe.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. You're meeting your couple of friends over chama, and what you see is you realize they have KCB Vuma Chill at that particular spot. So what you do is you're able now to make payments, what you call sherehe mode, where you pay directly from your Vuma app to that particular till for Vuma as well. And you're also able to, if you're a KCB customer, you're still able to access the same kind of service to move funds from your KCB account to this particular Vuma till or Lipa na KCB till.
So it's actually like a till or a pay bill.
It's a till.
So I can receive money on Vuma.
Yes,
so
as a merchant.
Yeah. So if I'm selling vitungu, I can actually have a Vuma till.
Yes.
Yes. I get it.
Yes.
I get it.
And you're able to seamlessly accept payments from KCB customers and from Vuma customers, because it's one ecosystem that we are building, and it's one ecosystem that we're pushing out there.
Yeah.
Yes. Walk us through the benefits that somebody who would like to open a Vuma account would probably understand before they do so. What are some of the benefits?
So the Vuma platform allows you to be able to make payments. Yeah, similar to how the KCB platform allows you to make payments, the new KCB platform. So what happens is we meet customers at their points of needs where they want to make payments, what I mentioned earlier, but they're hesitant about opening a full relationship with the bank. Yeah, because there's a lot of I opened this bank account 10 years ago. I don't want to move. Tell me why I want to move.
It has
There's a lot of
sentimental
comfort.
value. Yeah.
But what you realize is the industry has really changed. Yeah, it's become very fast-paced. If we don't meet customers at their points of need, then they're going to shift and move towards other providers. So the Vuma platform came in to cater for this particular need, where you're hesitant, you don't know what you want from the bank, but you know you want to be associated, you have seen it, you have downloaded it, you want to make payments seamlessly. Merchants were willing to put in the Vuma branding for them to be able to attract this particular Vuma customer. But within it, you're still able to access even the KCB customer themselves. So it's creating that whole network where when you see I can actually make payments at a Vuma till or at a Lipa like KCB till, you're able to do that. And guess what? Payments are actually free for customers. If you're going to move funds from your KCB bank account of your Vuma payment wallet to the Vuma till or the Lipa and KCB till, the funds actually move seamlessly, because remember, they're moving within the same ecosystem. For customers who are price sensitive, they're doing frequent transactions, they actually now start valuing that particular service more and more and more.
Simpatia watu wa petrol station easy till numbers za Vuma, because every time I'm buying fuel I am usually charged some amount of money and I don't like it.
That's why I told you, when you pay cash, you don't have these problems.
But sometimes, you're buying a lot of fuel different times. The point is, but any auto petrol station.
Do you trade in fuel? Do you trade in fuel, or do you just buy it for your fuel?
Whatever I do in terms of trading in fuel, it should not bother you. KCB M-Pesa. Every time I open my M-Pesa app, or not app, but the SIM toolkit, I usually see it there, and it's been there for a very long time. Is the services, are they still the same as they were some 10 years ago?
10 years ago is relative. But 10 years ago,
a lot has happened in 10 years.
It is laughing.
10 years ago, I was younger.
Because I think you can access a KCB loan there.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So KCB M-Pesa is one of our partnership products that we actually did with Safaricom, M-Pesa that is. And 10 years ago, of course, we didn't even have an app that you're able to access today. So today you're able to access the KCB M-Pesa mini app from within the KCB the KCB app, and also from within the Safaricom app. You're able to access the KCB M-Pesa loan, of course, for example. You're able to do your target savings, your goal savings from within that particular environment. So it's also a similar offering that we actually have done in partnership with the telco provider, and it allows us to reach our customers even more and offer them those particular services when they need it and at their comfort.
I've ever actually taken a KCB loan from that M-Pesa to SIM toolkit. Then years later nikakuja kuwakopa pesa tena, mkaniambia ati sina limit. Would you be knowing what happened? Because you gave me before I paid, by the way, just to be clear.
You pay on time?
I actually did pay on time.
That's what you say? Yes.
No. I paid on time.
Okay.
Yes. And the reason I'm asking is because I thought I was a very good customer. So kukuja kukopa siku ingine, but it was after 2, 3, maybe 5 years. Kuja kukopa nikaambiwa ati wewe una limit.
Did you still have a KCB account?
No, I've never. For that one, you don't need an account.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I've never had an account.
These guys gave you money, and now you're complaining they didn't give you money again.
No, actually, yes. Essentially, that is what I'm doing.
All right. So remember, what we encourage is regular usage of our products.
Okay.
Because it makes it's the difference between you being an active customer and you being an inactive customer. Maybe at the point where you borrowed, you really needed the funds, and then after repaying, you left us, and you went and you had now more money than you could speak. Then you came back. then at some point you realize, hey,
I need these guys.
I have an emergency. I need to borrow some funds and all those things.
Yeah.
But remember now, when we gave you funds and you paid back, then you disappeared. Now we didn't know you at this particular point. Then by you disappearing, then you don't even build a profile with us. So we were wondering who was this guy who was coming back to try and access the platform.
Yeah.
And 5 years is a long time. You can imagine 5 years what has happened even in the country in 5 years. Even KCB in 5 years, what we've managed to change within this particular 5 years, and even the new app that we have actually launched. You would not have imagined that this would have been happening within this particular year, but this is what we actually managed to build and release within the past couple of months. So when you think about financial services, and that's why I was telling you, banking moves very, very fast. Is what you're able to access 5 years ago, this year has actually changed. So for you to be able to access, let me say, those particular funds, maybe you should try and download the KCB app and go through the process, and you'll see maybe we have an offer for you at the very end of your onboarding journey.
What is the lower limit of borrowing? So like for a new customer like myself, although I'm not new, because you guys, I interacted with you before, I actually want to
just try it.
Yeah. So what is the lower limit for a new customer? Like City. Like City,
different customers go through different scoring profiles based on how well we know you, and they're able to receive different limits. Because you're also digitizing the whole entire process of limit allocation, trying to see where customers are coming from, trying to assign them those particular limits. And our encouragement for a customer perspective is we encourage daily usage. Your recency, your frequency, your monetary value, how much you transact within the app, really contributes a lot towards your credit limit. So don't just come into the app and sit and wait for a limit. Use it. That's why I was telling you all these different services that we have to offer, where you don't need to move funds specifically from the mobile banking app to different apps. You're able to make the payments from within the app. Let the money sit in, make the payments at your convenience. If you want to send money, you've gone to wash your car, you're paying for matatu, you're paying for fuel. If you're able to do that from within the app, can you imagine how much of usage we're able to see that this is a customer who's actually really engaged with the platform, and we're able to actually even now start building your credit profile from there. And it's not something that KCB alone is doing. It's also done abroad. When you go to the States, when you're trying to build your credit score, you're encouraged to start making transactions that are visible towards the bank. Because remember, when you move funds outside, we don't know what you're using these funds for, right? But we have offered you all this convenience of moving funds from within your bank account. So why don't you just retain the balance within the bank account and start moving funds, and you'll be able to see. We have an interesting feature, which we released with a new app called scheduled payments. So what that does is,
it's like a standing order.
It's like a standing order, but you set it at your convenience. So if you have regular payments you're sending, let's say to your
ISP.
To your ISP, you have your ISP payments.
Rent.
Yeah, you have your rental payments. You have school fees, various things that you'd want to do. We have opened up that service to our customers to be able to set it at their convenience from within the app. So regular payments that you make, whether you want to even have today in the offices a lot of people eat mandazis, and the mandazis are delivered, and every morning I'll be taking 2 mandazis.
Nakulanga za 150.
The 150. You're able to set that as an STO to just avoid as a scheduled payments towards the provider regularly, so that now you don't need to struggle and wonder, do I have 50 shillings, do I have 100, do I have what, and everything. Just set it up. They'll be receiving it every morning at 7 a.m. in the morning.
So my mandazi guy just knows, ya mbuvi imeingia mandazi 10
ndio hapo kwa meza.
All right. Good stuff. But now you see, the thing about standing orders is that sometimes I might have set up an order for 150 bob every single morning to go to my mandazi guy who is city. Then now this morning my app is empty, it doesn't have cash. Now what happens to that? Will I be penalized, for example, or will it just send me a message and tell me you do not have enough funds to pay city for your 10 mandazis?
Oh yes. So we do even better. We remind you the day before. of your upcoming payment. So you don't need to really worry a lot, because you will get the reminder the day before that you have an upcoming payment that is coming in. And this was done, like I told you, we listen to our customers, and customers really gave us this particular feedback. So we remind them, hey, you had a scheduled payment for this. This is a reminder that your scheduled payment is still set to run. So even you, if you let's say if you had set for that mandazi, and let's say you've taken the day off, or you're not available on that particular day,
I'm able to stop
that particular run from happening on that particular day. We give you confidence from setting daily, weekly, monthly, or even yearly, quarterly as well. So the flexibility is there within for the customer to be able to choose when you want it to run, when you don't want it to run. We send you a reminder. You're able to act upon it should you want to continue with that particular service, or even now remove it.
Because it would be crazy. I've just, money has been deducted from my account and I didn't check. Then I'm at the petrol station, nimemwambia weka 1,000 kwenda kulipa, naona insufficient funds. That would be something.
But don't worry, we also got you covered. We call that broke mode. So there's different modes that we have actually catered for our customers.
Within the app there's a broke mode.
Within the app there's a broke mode. If you don't have chums,
look at this guy smiling. All along he was talking with a very serious face. The moment you mentioned broke, and you suddenly the man is just beaming.
It's because now I'm thinking about moving to KCB.
Let's see about this broke mode.
What do you mean you're thinking about to move? Move to KCB. It's the right time to move right now.
Mukona broke mode.
We're broke mode. You're able to access your KCB mobile loan from within the app. Customers have limits, and they're not utilizing. You can imagine that. So when you've reached that point, we call it kona ya mwezi. Kona ya mwezi, where you're looking and it's looking really long. The 5 or 10 days before payday is starting to look like a whole 30 days that is left.
You have no idea.
Just enter the app, go to KCB mobile loan, access your limit, draw down, and you're able to repay it. And you actually offer very flexible tenures for our customers. Maybe it's 1 day. That 1 day that you're thinking about, I've got an emergency, I have some facility somewhere, quickly access it, repay it, 7 days, 30 days. So it's the flexibility is yours as a customer to be able to select on how long you need the funds. So don't get stuck paying for fuel. Just get the app and be able to access your loan.
Siti, are you looking at me as though I was living in the Stone Age?
No, I'm looking at you and I'm marveling at the happiness that you're exhibiting right now.
Because I've just been told of something awesome. Ati mko na broke mode.
Ulikuwa under stress na hatukujua.
Kumbe nimekuwa nikiumia hapa na kuna options. Okay, so we have a question here. Sonet amesema, how easy is it to cancel those scheduled payments? Hiyo tumeambiwa. So Sonet, pia wewe umekuanga na shida na ujui. But the same customer, or rather listener, is saying, I found KCB mobile banking to be tedious and confusing. I suppose it depends on the individual. Finally, so I mean, surely is it? You've just told us that your society it's no longer there. It's no longer tedious and confusing. Ukifungua TV unajipata uko mahali ulikuwa unafaa kukua. And you're saying the user interface is now revamped.
How do you get this app? Remember, you're talking to someone whose entire thinking is primarily analog. Okay? And I'm not alone on this planet. Tuko wengi. How do you apply for this app? Because all these wonderful things it has, surely.
Okay, let me answer the two questions within the same breath. So I don't know, City, where do you shop? Which supermarket do you go to?
No, I'm trying to think of the name. There's one, I'm told it's pronounced Carrefour, lakini anaandika jina yake ni Carrefour.
Carrefour.
Okay? That one. Then there's another one called Quickmart. Yes.
Now, you'll find from a consumer behavior perspective, you go to the same Carrefour, the same Quickmart, over and over again. And from a consumer behavior perspective, the reason you do that is actually because you know where things are. You know where things are.
True.
You know how you're going to pick your items, and what you don't remember is your first interaction with that particular quick match and how tedious it was, and now or that Carrefour. And the reason you keep on going back is because now you've found how things lie and where things are. If you're to go to a different branch, let's say Waterfront, for example, and you find things are not where you're used to, you start getting frustration points, right? So it's the same thing as the digital offerings that we give our customers. At the first instance, it may look confusing. It may be quite an uphill task for you to be able to set things up. Then as you warm up towards the app, as you warm up towards the idea, you start learning on what the app has to offer. You start finding your footing on the navigation and everything. It's not supposed to take a lot of time. It will be a shift of mindset from the previous app to the new one. But once you start learning it and start enjoying the service, then you'll start seeing the convenience of that particular offering to yourself as a customer, and you're able to see how much more value it can bring to your life and convenience and experience. Yeah. So and it's the same thing that happens. There's still people up to today, they cannot drive on Thika Road, for example. They remember the old Thika Road. You remember the one that used to have the Fox Drive-in to the right. They remember that. And with the new one, they actually get jitters in driving on that road.
You know how confusing that Thika Road is?
Yes.
You make a wrong turn. And suddenly you were heading towards Nyeri. Suddenly you are in Kiambu County.
Oh yeah.
And you had no plans to be in Kiambu County.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ndio maana unafaa kujua hiyo barabara. But like you said, a few times you might get confused initially, but after that you get used to it.
No,
Yes, correct.
There's a simpler solution. Get a driver who knows these things.
Yeah. So that's
and I think that is what Mr. Mathews here is trying to tell us, that this app is that driver. Yes. If once you get, he knows that the way he will help you, it will help you navigate. You haven't told me how to apply for this app.
How to apply for the app? Okay.
Yes.
So
sio kutuma barua na post office number.
Tulitoka mambo ya barua kitambo. Today, for you to access the app, all you need to do is go to your Play Store, go to the App Store, go to the app gallery, search for KCB Mobile. Yeah, you will see the new KCB Mobile there. Select it, download. That's the first step for you to engage. You'll be able to see the offerings that we have. We'll take you through a seamless journey of getting started. Once you complete on all this self-onboarding journey, then when you come now onto the app, we'll even walk you through. We have an app walkthrough. Yeah. At the very first point as you download the app, we have an app walkthrough that actually takes you through the various features and where to find various things. Hey, you're looking for your balance right now. Where is it? You're able to see it. You don't need to now move across apps to do your various, let me say, transactions. If you need to do a deposit, you can do that from within the app. We have a very bright deposit button there, which once you tap in, enter the amount you want to deposit. If you're depositing from mobile money, does an SDK push, and voila, funds are right within your reach. You're able to see them, that this is where the funds have come from. So we have really made it simple for our consumers, and we are continuously doing the engagement for the consumers in terms of literacy for within the app, how to use the different features, because it's quite packed with a lot of features. And we are continuously educating our customers. We have one of the highest feature requests that we got was something called dark mode. Yeah, because a lot of customers have this switch that they do on their phone where they move between light mode and dark mode, which number one reduces strain on the eyes. They're able to use the app very easier, reduces the curious onlookers who are trying to see what you're doing within the app or what. We have a dark mode for the KCB app. So if you want to switch into a dark mode for your convenience, you're able to do that. So there's a lot of features that we've actually released within this particular version of the app, and we're not stopping there. It's a continuous program which every so often you'll be seeing new features being released that excite both us internally as KCB colleagues and staff, and even our customers, they end up discovering something which now really works for them, and they're like, this is what I've been asking for the past 5 years. Like I told you, 5 years is a long time. This is what I've been asking for the past 5 years. And we'd want you to switch from, I don't know which bank, don't mention it. But I'd want you to switch to KCB and start seeing what we're able to offer you as a customer. Yes.
You know, these guys were the first people I ever banked with in my life. In those days, they had a very interesting facility.
Right.
I was a school teacher, secondary school teacher.
Yeah.
Once your salary had kicked into the account a number of times, I think 2 or 3 months, you would be told, by the way, we offer you a facility. You didn't ask of the entirety of your pay, and you can pay over this period of time. They are the ones who told you.
Yeah. Good stuff.
I remember when I was first told, I said, what again? But then the salary wasn't an enormous amount, by the way. The year was in the previous century.
Yeah.
And but that was the experience. It was like I didn't even understand that concept, but they introduced me to that concept those many years ago.
Yeah.
When I was 23 years old.
Good stuff. And now here we are.
So yeah, you can imagine even right now, still within the app, we have that KCB salary advance. The facility you're talking about is salary advance.
Yeah, that one.
Salary advance, yes, correct. So we have brought that convenience to you on the phone. You don't need to struggle too much if you've reached that corner ya mwezi. You're able to access. So City, like I told you, we're offering a lot more services for our customers at that particular point of convenience.
Nyaboke says, hey, this guy knows his stuff. Before atoke aseme ticket number C0765. Please proceed to counter number 6. Aya, kuna mtu anauliza overdraft facility hii muna charge pesa ngapi?
Overdraft facility, that is in the works. I cannot comment on it now, but it's something that we are planning to also avail in the platform. Like I told you,
I think they were talking about that broke mode thing.
Yes, or the broke mode. The broke mode, that's KCB mobile loan, and the range depends on the tenure that you actually select. But I'd encourage them to download the application and go through, because that is what is going to make the actual difference. It's very important, because what CT was saying was, where do I apply? Don't apply. Just go download
the app.
Download the app. Start onboarding.
The application.
And
sasa unajua utanipatia 1000 nikuoneshe hiyo process nikuoneshe hiyo process ya kudownload. Alafu I'll even set it up for you. I'll even, if you want me to put money into the account for you, of course the money you will give me, I put it in the account for you. Then now I show you how to use withdraw nini. Yeah.
And all these things you want to do when I'm still alive.
Kevin Mathews Okeyo, thank you so much for coming. That's all the time we had today. But it's been an interesting and lively conversation. And we appreciate you taking your time to, come and break down for us all those things that you've mentioned within the app. That is the Senior Manager Digital Experience at the Digital Finance Services Kenya Commercial Bank.